Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We are having a look at your October 2024 money and career energies for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we've got, we're right in the middle of eclipse season here, folks. We literally just had the super full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces. We're still going to be feeling that energy for the next couple of weeks. Depending when you see this reading, we may or may not have had the autumn equinox, which is on September 22nd. Very much a focus on balance and harmony and equality in our lives. Also, as we're maybe making some big decisions. It is ushering in Libran season, of course, which is all about relationships to money, relationships to other people who we share our money with, right? Then we also have a new moon solar eclipse. And this is going to be in the sign of Libra on October 2nd. New moons, of course, are very much linked to a fresh start, a new beginning, doing something a little bit differently, taking things up to the next level. Eclipses do bring in change. They also bring in fated events. And sometimes some surprises, right? So anyways, it's a very powerful energy that we've got there for you. So I'm just pulling all of your cards here, and we're just going to see where we're going here and see what the messages are for you. Let's look at the back of the deck, shall we? We've got the Ace of Cups coming out there for you. So there's some new beginnings there for you. This can bring in some deep insights. This can bring in really highlight your intuition for you. This can certainly represent something new or just a new state of mind, state of energy. We can have peace and healing and forgiveness with the Ace of Cups. We can have a new creative project or endeavor, and this can be something that can maybe bring in some new money for you, especially if there's something that maybe you want to do that's a little bit of a side gig, right? Just your own little thing that, something that's enjoyable for you, and then you can turn it into, just bringing in a little extra cash. And of course, doing the things we love. It never feels like work, does it? Even though it might not necessarily be like a windfall, right? But the Ace of Cups can certainly represent a little bit of luck on your side and represent a gift as well, whether it's a gift from the universe or a gift from somebody. So very wonderful energy there of something new or something improved coming in. And often those aces are a result of our manifestations. We have the to be fair energy coming out for you guys. So if there's been imbalance, unfairness, inequality, okay, or if you feel like some injustices have been served, the to be fair energy shows that there is an opportunity opening up for you to get things back on track. You might need to have a very honest conversation with someone. You might need to take off the rose-colored glasses for yourself and really have a look and say, okay, where do I really need to do something different? Where do I really need to get things back on track? Especially when we're talking about our money, and especially when that does have to do with other people, right? Especially if you share money and resources with others, whether it's a romantic partnership, business partners, friends, right? Does everyone have an equal level of responsibility, right? And if not, then here we go. We're really focusing on that. And the to be fair energy can also show that you may need to approach something or make some decisions with an unbiased mind going in. You need to be open to different possibilities, open to someone else's point of view, and then make that unbiased decision. Really kind of gather all the information that you can and make sure that you're doing something on the up and up there, because of course those are the long-lasting decisions. We have the fates coming in here for you guys as well. Sometimes, if you've ever heard of the Serenity Prayer, the Serenity Prayer is very much linked to this card. And that's really, I forget exactly how it's worded, but that is basically understanding that there's certain things that you cannot change and that are meant to happen, and that there's certain things that you can. And it's basically, when you're saying the Serenity Prayer, it says, please give me the wisdom to recognize the difference between the two. And so the fates does say that we do need to recognize that there's certain things where the wheel is set in motion already. They're meant to happen, whether it's to elevate us, whether it's to release us, whether it is to bring people into our lives, or maybe because eclipse season, right, eclipse something out of your life as well. So really there's maybe something very wonderful happening for you, doors opening for you, opportunities opening up for you, or maybe a little windfall headed your way, and it's written in the stars. It's meant to be. So the more we're flexible, open, and adaptable, the more we're open to different possibilities, then this is a really helpful for the energy to really come in. Now, we do have your Celtic cross out here for you guys. I decided to do the big one today just because we are in eclipse season. So just to bring a little bit more information. But we are starting right off of the bat here with some big major trump cards. And we've got the Sun, we've got the Lovers card, and we've got the Justice card. Boom, boom, boom. The Justice card right here, Libran energy, very similar to the To Be Fair. So fairness, balance, and equality is being restored, or you know that you need to get something back in a harmonious state. So if you are maybe trudging and going to work every single day, working your fingers to the bone, maybe people are always coming up to you for advice and your wisdom and your take on things, but maybe you're not getting the remuneration that you deserve for that, right? Then this is where your focus is going to be. An honest day's work for an honest day's pay, getting paid what you're worth for what you do bring to the table, which is a little bit different than what other people bring to the table, right? You just have some deeper insights and some more interesting ways of dealing with things. So for some of you here, there could be a very important conversation that needs to be had. There could also be a change in who you're partnered up with, right? Your company, your friends, your business partners, whatever it happens to be, the position that you hold even, or the department that you work in, right? These things need to be addressed or perhaps changed as we go forward. So some big energy here, but we do have the Sun. And the Sun right in the heart of your readings. This is an awesome, awesome energy here. The Sun brings growth, brings clarity, brings success and abundance. So it's like success is knocking at your door. The Sun also does focus on self, right? So in this energy, you might be shifting a little bit. And, you know, Aquarius, you are very much known to be the humanitarian of the Zodiac, and you're always helping other people, or you're always doing something for others and, you know, sharing your deep, profound wisdom. But sometimes we got to take it back a notch a little bit. And sometimes you do need to focus just on you, and the Sun puts that energy there for you, right? This is your time to shine here, Aquarius. We do have Uranus that is, for the rest of 2024, still retrograde in Taurus. So in the retrograde energy, Uranus is your modern day ruler, and Uranus is freedom seeking, right? Uranus is a rebellious energy, right? So if you've ever wondered why you're still an adult and you still feel a little rebellious, thank Uranus there for that. But Uranus can bring about sudden unexpected changes, but it can break us out and shake us free from anything that has been holding us back. So for the rest of the year, we're going to be in a little bit of this reflective mode for you guys, and reflecting on what truly makes you happy. How do you make money and be happy at the same time? The elusive question for some people. You know, how do you achieve your goals and dreams without completely shutting other people out or off? So with that Sun energy shining that light on you, it's like, I want to be happy. I want abundance. I want to live my wonderfully best life. I want to do the things I love. I don't want to worry about money. I've been through the rough times, right? And now I'm looking for things to get better. So it's a super duper positive energy. And the Sun does shine. Whenever the Sun comes out to shine, it does shine a very positive influence and a very positive light over your entire month. And so it can show that even if something doesn't go your way, you have a positive attitude. Even if you are experiencing some obstacles and challenges, or even if you have a challenging conversation that you need to have with somebody, you're focusing on the positive, you're focusing on the end game, you're focusing on the goal, right? And you are really embracing this optimistic vibe. But it's a great, great card to have right in the middle. We do have crossing you, though. We do have the Lovers card. And so when the card is crossing, it's just a challenge. So this can represent a delay, an obstacle, something that you need to deal with before you can move forward. It can also be something that's coming in. And until something comes in, right, fated events, okay, whenever you get the trump cards, the major trumps, that is your fated events or major life-changing situations, something that has a long-term impact. So you could be waiting for something to come in, and then once that something comes in, boom, off to the races that we go. But the Lovers card is Gemini energy. So Gemini energy is ruled by Mercury. So it can be all about your communication, and communication with another person can lead you on the path to happiness, whether this is solidifying the bond or whether it is breaking free. Right? The choice is up to you. It is sideways, so it can kind of go either way. With the Lovers card, it used to be called the choice, right? From matters of the heart, things that are important to you, things that, make you feel good or happy or connected. Excuse me. This is where we need to make a decision. Yes, no, maybe. There's probably no maybes right about now because clarity is coming in with the sun. So if you've been confused about something or a little bit lost, maybe an epiphany can come in there. So other people, connections, and partnerships really do play a key role here for you. And you might have some big decisions to make. Now, you could have the potential here to discover the perfect job, the perfect company, the perfect team to work with, right? All of this is really focused on those partnerships with that Lovers card. People that support you, you support them. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You work together as a team. The potential for really positive, strong communication, right? Like I dig your vibe, you dig mine. We work very well hand in hand. That potential here is here. So if you don't have that already, then we can either get it back on track or welcome in the new, right? So some of you might need to make some big changes. The Lovers card, of course, we do have the Ace of Cups. We've got the Lovers card. So I will also say for some of you that a personal relationship does have really great bearing on your money and your finances, maybe even your career choices, and maybe even your future health of your finances. So for some of you, Ace of Cups, the Lovers card, you've got someone new coming in here. You've got a new connection. This can be a business partnership, soulmate energy, right, with the Lovers card coming in. But we get soulmates of all kinds. Doesn't have to be romantic. And so you could have a new partnership coming in here for you that has with the Ace of Cups, they're a positive influence on your finances. Some of you could also be having a shift in your dynamic of your personal relationship. Yes, your love and romance. And either with eclipse season, I've got to bring it up, either breaking away, right, breaking up, or coming together in a deeper level of commitment. Either way, right? And either way would have an impact on your money. Right? So, but anyway, so, it's in the cards, but if that is you, if a personal relationship impacts your money, you're probably going to know about that. So whatever your situation is, balance, harmony, choices, conversations, communication is the order of the day for you guys. Crowning you, we do have the Justice card here, and the Justice card can certainly represent contracts. So some of you know that there's maybe a new job in the horizon for you. Contracts can be contracts of any kind. It can be, maybe marriage or an engagement or a living together proposal. You could be, have contracts on the mind in regards to a job, your fulfillment of your contract. Some of you could be fulfilling a contract. You're at the end of a contract and you're ready for a new one. This can be contracts of, getting loans, buying a house, right? All of those things, right? So anything where you have to put a pen to paper. So pay attention to your details. Details are very important. The Justice card does have that focus on the details of any contracts that you do sign, right? But it is also Libran energy. Libra is about relationships and partnerships, and our partnership with money. This is something that's on your mind, right? When it's up here in your crowning position, this is your goals, your thoughts, your possibilities. This is what you know, right? And so maybe you know that Libra season is the time when you're going to make some bold moves. Maybe you are intuitively thinking that, you know what, I feel something in the wind here, and I think it's coming up pretty soon. And remember, September 22nd, we are heading into Libra season. And may I just say that it's kind of weird, a little unusual for us to have the autumn equinox right in the middle of two eclipses, literally right in the middle. And so it's like balancing out the energies, right? And helping us make better decisions, or bringing us in the clarity, or really just having that focus on that balance and equality, right? So it's balancing out those energies of the two. So the energy between the old and the new, between letting something go and bringing something new in. It's like bringing in a little bit of a gentler vibe for us. So it's making it a little bit easier for us to navigate some of these energies that are around us. But yes, that Justice card, that Libran energy, can certainly be about honesty and truth coming to light. It can be about balance and harmony. It's very, very important to you at this time. And yes, it can also be a focus on contracts and obligations and the finer details. We do have the Ace of Swords. So you might be feeling as though you need clarity on something, or that communication and focus is the order of the day for you. The Ace of Swords brings the truth to light. It does bring clarity. So you've got two cards of truth that are here, both in your crowning position and also in your subconscious, your underlying feelings. So this is very much matching. Maybe you've got a big idea that you're like, you know what, I know that if I can just figure out how to get started, or I know if I have the right support system in place, I know that I can be successful. So this can be something that is really wonderful and really positive for you, and you just need to figure out how to get things started. I will say that we do have a full moon, and it's not an eclipse anymore. Okay, we only have two of those. A full moon on October 17th, and this is in the sign of Aries. And even though full moons are very much about letting things go, it's clearing the path for something new and for a better tomorrow. And Aries energy is about getting something started, taking the first steps, following your passion and your goals and your dreams. So it may be that you have a very significant turning point here to do something that you're very excited about, something that is very much associated with this big idea that you may have. But the Ace of Swords, you could also just be wanting to cleanse and clear out anything that is holding you back from success, right? Whether it's people, whether it's just being too busy, right? Sometimes we can bite off more than we can chew, right? Because the aces, it's like uncluttered energy. So maybe you're decluttering your mind a little bit there as well, right? So, out with the bad thoughts and in with the positive, abundant thoughts, right? But there could certainly be this energy because, the Justice card holds a sword of truth, and the Ace of Swords, we've got a sword there as well. And this can be where you're cutting anything out of your life that's not working, and we're ready to cut the cord, and we're ready to find freedom and move forward, right? Financial freedom, hopefully, for some of you here, right? But we do have two aces coming in. So there is this big fresh burst of energy. The Ace of Swords is a yes card, right? The aces do typically tend to be yes cards anyway. But the Ace of Swords is like hearing the yes, right? Talking about the yes, saying yes. And so this can be where maybe you're waiting for a yes to come back for a job if you've already been on some interviews. And this can be where underneath it all, that even though if there's been a wait, right, Lover's card crossing, there could be a wait for you, and you're confident that you're going to get what you want, or that if something comes back with a no, that you just know underneath it all that it's leading you on the path to something a little bit better, right? It's written in the cards. There's fated events for you guys, all right? But we do have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles here is in your recent past. It's the energy that's on its way out, but it's still influencing your month. And the Knight of Pentacles can certainly be you taking things one day at a time, one step at a time with your money, with your career path, with your resources. You're paying attention to details, and you're noticing the little things that either work or don't, but you're on the path for success here. And sometimes, sometimes wonderful things happen all at once, like we get a big windfall, and sometimes things take a little bit longer. So the Knight of Pentacles does bring in this very grounded, down to earth, and patient energy. So this can just be you one day at a time, moving forward to achieving your goals or to making some change, but you're paying attention along the way. The Knight of Pentacles can also be where there has been, or there will be, because it depends when you're seeing this, right? Everyone's timing is just a little bit different. But the Knight of Pentacles can bring in offers, an offer of commitment, higher level of commitment. It can bring in job offers. It can bring in promotions and raises, right? Those opportunities that we are looking for. So it could be that you've already gotten something or you're about to get something, but it can also be that you're on the quest, a financial quest for something that's going to be long lasting and stable. And the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving for a reason, but knights are always on a quest, and knights are successful, especially when they're in the upright. Okay. And this is like, you're not going to let anything stray you from what it is that you want here. And you know that something is on the horizon, but I do feel here that you're looking for this long-term commitment, because the Knight of Pentacles is very committed to the goal at hand. So it is a very positive energy, but again, kind of a little bit slow. So some of you, this is something that's going to pay off because you've been patient and you've been through the quicksand, right? Remember, we've got the sun in the heart of your reading. So no matter what happens, we've got this shining light. We do have the Five of Cups, and this is in your near future, okay? And the Five of Cups can be a challenging energy. It speaks to your emotions, but it speaks to your disappointment, sadness, loss of something, but it also shows the potential of something new or something being repaired, right? We do need to process some emotions. So with the Five of Cups, I do feel that if you are out for a job, then you could potentially get a no, but there's still doors opening for you on the other side, right? And we always need to remember with the Five of Cups, we've got 5 cups, 3 spilled over, 2 still standing. It's just that our back is to it. We're not quite ready to see it, or it's not quite available to us yet, right? So just remember that sometimes we do have a few doors that close before the right one does open. And that's 2 cups standing, right? The Lover's card is those true blue partnerships. The 2 cups standing, same thing, right? It speaks to the 2 of Cups card, right? Which is those partnerships that we can really get on board with. So sometimes, a door closing is the universe's way of protecting us from something that's just not for us. But remember, deep down with the Ace of Swords, there's a yes in your future. This can also represent that in order for you to get what you want, someone's feelings may get hurt, especially if you need to really have a very honest, truthful, very open discussion about your finances that you share with another person, right? 5 of Cups, someone is not going to get everything that they want, right? But sometimes we need to have a little bit of disappointment to get things back on track. And especially if you or your other person, if you have differing opinions and differing ideas on money and on savings, right? If we're polar opposite, one person is that miserly saver and never spends anything, and the other person, it's like, water through your fingers, right? They can't hold on to money for the life of them. We got to find a way to bring those two together, right? Chances are, if they're complete polar opposites, probably not everyone will completely change. But so there's something here where, someone may need to let something go or stop doing something in order to improve the situation. But you could also be in a situation where you do get a yes, you do get something that you want, you do get something that makes you happy. There is some promotion or a raise or a change in your career path, or you maybe do get a windfall from an investment that you've made. And with the 5 of Cups, you are letting something go. And if you think about if you're changing your job, right? Maybe there's some people that you enjoy working with and, but you can't stay there for them. And so there can be, while there's something super positive, there's also this little pang of sadness that you do need to leave something behind in order to follow your quest, Knight of Pentacles, for what you truly do want and deserve. All right. Now we do have here the Seven of Swords. All right. This is your current attitude and also advice card. And the Seven of Swords in the reverse, usually the Seven of Swords, right, in the upright, it represents that there could be something wrong. There could be some issues. We can't quite move forward because there's something still tugging us back. It can also be that there's something that we don't quite trust in a situation, right? And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, the truth comes to light. Things get a little bit easier. If things have been back and forth and stuck a little bit, right, this is that release energy. This is also encouraging you as an advice card, right? We can look at reverse cards, like we can look at it as the opposite of what the upright card means, but we can also look at it as a retrograde, right? Instead of moving forward in the upright, we're retrograding and we're reflecting back. And remember, your chart ruler, Uranus, is retrograde in Taurus, and Taurus represents the second house of money, finances, resources, and how the things you possess and the things that make you feel good, right? Or the opposite. So in that energy, this can say, this might be a time where you need to reflect on what truly makes you happy, the sun. Reflect on what you truly want, reflect on where you want to be or where you want to get to, right? And then be ready to move forward. This can also show that, again, like I said, that there's truth coming to light here. And whether you're taking off rose-colored glasses and you're seeing the truth of a situation, or whether you're just having that honest, truthful, down-to-earth conversation with someone you share your money with, right? We're resolving things, and we need to focus on resolving things before we can move forward. We do have the Three of Cups in your external environment. Three of Cups is an energy of celebration and joy. This is an energy of, oh my God, I just got some really good news. I'm going to share it with my friends. So with this energy here, there could be, some social connections here that can lead you to making some money, especially if you have like a little side creative project that can bring you some money. I used to do custom baking on the side, right? So I used to make all kinds of fantastic custom made cakes and all that kind of stuff, right? And at one point before March of 2020, before that, my business was booming. I was busy every single weekend. I'd order on top of order. And it was just really just because of social networking and word of mouth, right? And it wasn't even me doing it. It was just, customers, spreading, who made that cake and that kind of thing, right? So it was really, really great for quite some time. And then, of course, the whole world shut down. So anyways, so sometimes, never underestimate the power of social networking here to get something that you do off the ground. Because especially with this Ace of Cups, you could have some really wonderful talents. Maybe you're a tarot reader, maybe you're a medium, maybe you do something that you create with your hands, maybe you're a painter, or you knit things, whatever it happens to be, something that you've got something that other people want. And you can make a little bit of extra cash doing it, or maybe expand it into something full-time. So this can really come about by your social networking. The Three of Cups can be networking of all kinds as well. And this can be business networking here also. But the Three of Cups can certainly bring in this very, very big celebratory vibe. We've got the Nine of Swords with that. We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. And we've got the Page of Wands. So in order for you to really, really move forward, we do need to turn our back and work through our doubts and our fears, right? The Page of Wands is a wonderful energy of being excited, following your passion, your goals, making some moves, having some adventure, having fun while you're doing something. It's one where, woohoo, I've got this supportive group of people around me. We work well together, and let's see where this goes, right? Page of Wands can certainly speak to things manifesting in your life. So onwards and upwards in that energy carries a lot of excitement. But in order to do that, and you see the Page of Wands here, she actually has her back turned on the 8 and the 9 of Swords, right? Both self-restrictive energies there. The 9 of Swords, we're tossing and turn, we're awake at night, we're thinking the worst of a situation. But the 8 of Swords in reverse says, nope, we need to let that go. We need to release ourselves. We need to free ourselves. And we need to recognize that sometimes it's our own fears and doubts and insecurities that are often deep-rooted that are holding us back. But we need to really look to the future and really believe in ourselves and be confident, right? So, so again, for some of you, you are walking away from something into something better. This can be just an improvement of your situation. Some of you maybe, you're like, I've got some success over here. I've got this new job where I've, made my mark on the business world. And with that Page of Wands, maybe you want to go out somewhere or go on an adventure and celebrate. So you might be spending some money in the month ahead there as well. But do see that there is some joy, some excitement. And again, social connections on some level can very much help your situation, whether it's just your support system, your personal cheering squad cheering you on, or it's you going and traveling, Page of Wands, to some sort of event of some kind where you can meet a whole bunch of people, like-minded individuals. You have fun, but you also make those very important business connections along the way. We have the King of Wands here for you as well, and this is your hopes and fears. Okay, now very interesting since we've got the Page of Wands there. The King of Wands, kings are successful, they're leaders, right? It's the big boss energy. The King of Wands is entrepreneurial energy, right? So, for some of you here, you're very much hoping that your entrepreneurial endeavors will lead you to great success. But there's an underlying fear there, as we already see. What if I fail? You don't know until you try, do you? Right? We, even the most successful people on the planet have failed, sometimes multiple times over and over again, but they never gave up. So just because we have a little bit of a setback, it doesn't mean we should give up on our goals and our dreams, especially if you're very clear in your conviction, Ace of Swords, that you can succeed at something, right? So some of you maybe just have some fears of being in a leadership position, even though chances are you are already in one, even if you don't get paid for it, or even if you don't have that title. So the King of Wands in the upright is very much more a hope than a fear. A hope of success, of feeling good, of feeling like you've got everything that you need, maybe even a little bit extra, so you can go and you can have fun, and you really enjoy your life, right? So very powerful card with that, and also can be a little bit exciting with that. So hold on to that positive, optimistic vibe that you've got with the sun. It clears the cobwebs away. And we do have the Four of Pentacles to round out your reading. And with the Four of Pentacles, we do need to recognize, okay, always the difference between wants and needs. This can be where you're being a little bit smarter with your money. This can be where you're being a little bit cautious with your money here as well. When we do have the Four of Pentacles, this is like, okay, I've got myself to a certain point in my life with my career, with my finances. I've built a good foundation. Now, how do I add to it? Because the Four of Pentacles, we know that there's more abundance to become, right? Maybe you're looking for the Ten of Pentacles, right? The big abundance and prosperity card, or maybe the King of Pentacles, right? But right now it's maybe at the Four. So now you're kind of looking at, okay, I need to save for the future, Four of Pentacles, but I also need to kind of release a little bit of money so I can enjoy my present world as well, right? So we know that we've gotten ourselves to a certain point, but we're trusting that there's more abundance. But yes, the Four of Pentacles can sometimes be known as the miser card, right? And if you look at the person on that card and how they're holding those pentacles, it's like, I need to protect myself, or I need to protect my money So this can be where, you, even if you want to invest some money somewhere, you are not looking to take a massive risk necessarily. So pay attention to the stock markets and things like that. Even if you invest in like a retirement savings plan or something, someone still takes that money and invests it somewhere. So make sure that whoever you are investing your money with knows the level of risk that you're comfortable with, and so that they don't go rogue and do something a little bit different. But this can be representative of saving for the future. But yes, this can be representative of holding on to something too tight. When we hold on to something too tight, we block the flow of energy. So we do need to remember when to release. All right. We have the Page of Swords here as well. King of Wands. Not only is the King of Wands your hope and fear, the King of Wands is part of your outcome for your reading. And then we've got the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So King of Wands and Seven of Swords, both repeating energies that are coming in here. But we do have the Four of Swords at the back of this deck. And the Four of Swords can be a card of meditation. It's also one of having a peace of mind, feeling peaceful in our insides and our outer world. But this is where we're very calm, right? So it feels like we can have a peaceful resolution to something here. But we do have the Page of Swords, communication, new ideas, springing into action, information coming in. King of Wands, moving forward with our new ideas. And I feel like we're breaking away, breaking free from the Seven of Swords energy, where we've been a little bit back and forth, because the Page of Swords, right, stronger there than that Seven of Swords. So where something is a little bit unknown, something is a little bit weird, or we don't quite trust the information, or we're just not sure, the King of Wands comes in here to say, nope, you are powerful, you are strong, you are confident, you are bold, you are brave, okay, do the thing. Do the thing that you want and follow your goals and your dreams. Focus on communication. If you need to have a conversation with someone, then do that. But the Page of Swords, pages do bring they bring in news, and they can bring in those exciting conversations, right? So this can certainly be where you are moving onwards and upwards, and in a very exciting way, you're clearing the path for your future. So let's see, and that King of Wands, of course, can be great success. Now, the King of Wands with that Page of Swords can also represent, with that Seven of Swords, can also represent that, maybe there is somebody that, is coming into your life, or that is part of your life already, where they're very charismatic. They're hard to say no to, right? The King of Wands can be quite irresistible. And, but there's just something that maybe makes you a little bit uncomfortable about them. You just don't quite trust everything that they say. Maybe they embellish things a little bit, or maybe they are just so confident in themselves that you kind of, start to think, and are they laid it on a little bit thick, or this is really, really the truth, right? So the Page of Swords energy that's there will help you to figure out what is truth, what is embellishment, or what is an outright lie. But I do feel that because we do have this big focus on communication and some other things that we've got here, I do feel that you will be able to figure out whatever it is that's kind of bothering you, or keeping you a little bit hesitant, and you will eke out the truth, right? But the Page of Swords is in the upright, and it is a very exciting kind of energy there, bringing you in some potential opportunities. It can be a word of caution. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Man, sorry about that. I don't know if that was really loud for you. I've got a cat, a little kitten that has discovered a paper bag, and she's making all kinds of noise with it over there. Anyways, what was I going to say here? Yes, so we can be having very important conversations here. You can figure out what is truth, what is not. If you are investing any money, make sure that you have all the information you need. Remember, Libra, the Justice card here, contracts, paying attention to details. Knight of Pentacles, pay very close attention to details. Both of them encouraging you to read, reread, and reread any contracts or any kind of documents that you do sign. And again, we do have the Seven of Swords coming here twice. And so we do need to pay attention to that, okay? If something seems too good to be true, do your homework. right? Maybe it isn't too good to be true, but there is a need to really double check that fine print and just make sure that we didn't miss anything, right? Make sure there's no surprises hidden in a contract somewhere, okay? We do have successful funding here for you guys, all right? So this is exciting. These are the angels of abundance. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of the universe that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. Very interesting, hey? And we also have focus on your priorities. We do have an energy of focus here. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them time and attention that they and you deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. With that, I'm going to leave that there for you, Aquarius. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If so, please do like, share, subscribe. I thank you very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful month ahead, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.